Welcome back, explorers, to the Lucky Die. Previously, Balance extracts some answers, Rhal'Jakk knocks the 7 bells out of someone, Squash meets the brave adventurers, and Zaltanna lets an enemy go. The confrontation with Honorino left Zaltanna with answers, questions, and a deal to do right by Chatvok in exchange for finding Dravos and a debt. With Demi finding her quarry, she delivers the guide that will take them to the Lost City. Can Honorino deliver on his deal? Are Savras' orb and Savras' tears actually in Draeneth? And what does Squash know about the dead god? I guess you're about to find out. Welcome back to the Lucky Die.
Last time we left, Squash had just voiced the idea that they should be going shopping for gear. Rhal'Jakk has just climbed out of the water after having calmed himself down. You guys are all assembled on the dock at Chatvok. What are you doing?
Balance kneels down in front of Squash and looks him in the eyes very sternly and says, "What isn't that you aren't telling me? You can't hide anything from me."
You haven't asked me anything. I'm
I
sorry.
did. Only you didn't have to say anything for me to know the answer.
He is completely lost.
Balance.
Yes? What? 2 minutes in?
If he's hiding something from you, it's very likely drugs.
And I'm giving him an opportunity to come clean, so to speak. I'm not going to just rip the answers out of him. I don't do that anymore. Not, well...
She looks at you with like a smirk, since you literally just did that basically like an hour ago.
I caught myself, within reason.
Are the drugs medicine? Are you sick too?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Great, then we can be leaving.
Are you sick, Mr. Lizard Man in the ocean? Are you sick, Mr. Lizard Man in the ocean?
He kind of gives you a look as if he's trying to determine whether you're trying to be rude to him or not.
He at least doesn't look like he's like smiling or anything. He just looks confused.
I will be fine.
Okay, but we do need gear if we're going to get to Draeneth.
Such as?
Climbing gear. We have to climb the trench if we're going to get into the plateaus.
Ugh, climbing.
It's not hard. You just pull yourself up. It's easy. We just need gear for it.
Okay.
Unless you guys are really good at climbing, or you know that magic where you can walk on walls. Does any of you do magic?
No, I don't.
No, not...
A little bit.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Do we need gear?
Yeah.
I suppose so, then.
Probably. But
Okay.
I'm gonna stick to you like glue, or like I'm your probation officer. Which from this moment on, I am your drug probation officer.
Zaltanna, you really need to work on your threats.
Hey, Balance.
If it takes more than one breath to deliver it, you're really just not doing yourself justice.
Suck a fuck.
See, that was much better.
I don't understand the drugs. What are the drugs for? I'm confused.
Rhal'Jakk, he's taken drugs recreationally, which is fine in certain cases. But when we need him to take us to the god that's dead and whatever the fuck, we need him to be sober. So here's the deal, Squash.
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 When you say his name, he like makes himself a little smaller, like hunches himself together. Yeah.
You're going to be sober while you're with us. And afterwards, I don't give a shit if you're in like the worst opium den in the fucking city. Doesn't matter to me. Whatever. I don't know what drugs you're doing. Frankly, don't give a shit as long as you're not doing them while we're on this mission. Got it?
No drugs.
Yes, exactly. Good. And if I catch you doing drugs, I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you.
Okay, you don't have to hit me. No drugs for the whole trip.
Yes. And then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
On the trip back?
Once we get into territory that we know that we can get back from, yes, but you're not buying any drugs here to bring with you.
Okay, not buying any drugs here. Okay.
Oh, we understood.
Okay. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, we can do this. This is easy. It's easy. Let's do this.
All right.
So let's just go to the market. I'm pretty sure somebody there has ropes and pythons and such that we can buy. It shouldn't be a big deal.
Yep, it's not a big deal because fuck shopping. You guys make your way into the market of sorts. You guys make your way to the market. Rather than a building, it's just a large kind of like floating... it's a large floating area on which people have set up like temporary market stands. Squash, you haven't been here for a little while. You know who you need to go to talk to, and you go there and you acquire 4 sets of climbing gear.
I'm assuming that we're basically just getting rope, pythons, and maybe like little like 8 bearings or whatever they're called.
Climbing gear.
And the like belay things.
Let's go with you guys get a generic set of climbing gear each. It will set you back some money.
Now the real question is, does Squash have any leftover money, or was it all spent on Dragon Sand yesterday?
The question is, how much money is on your character sheet?
Oh Christ, I'm pretty sure none. But
also, you need to remove your amount of drugs you have.
Oh yeah, you burnt my drugs, you bastard.
He literally begged me to let him have drugs. The first thing I do, I burn them.
So mean.
Apparently it's 25 gold for a climbing kit.
Jesus Christ.
Why?
To be fair, it does contain the following. A climber's kit includes special pittons, boot tips, gloves, and a harness. You can use the climber's kit as an action to anchor yourself. When you do, you can't fall more than 25 feet from the point where you anchored yourself, and you can't climb more than 25 feet away from the point without undoing that anchor.
That's going to be an issue because Raw cannot wear shoes.
That's actually true, he can't, because they don't do it that way.
Well, yeah, but Raw also has like dragon claw toes.
No, you can get like the fake
Okay.
gel ones.
I'll tell you what, because the climber's kit in the handbook is really not good, in my opinion. It's nowhere near as good as I think it should be. I'm going to say that you guys get climbing kit. You get yourself, each of you get 30 foot of rope. You each get 10 pins. You guys will also have advantage on climbing checks made using the climbing kit. I'm going to house rule that now because I think what's in there is kind of...
Fair enough.
So if anyone has any objections, state now or forever hold your peace. Good. Nobody actually looks terribly offended that I've changed these. And it's going to set everyone back. I hate shopping. Let's say it sets you back 15 gold each.
I don't even think I have 15 gold.
Yesterday was a very good day for Squash, so he has no money.
Oh no, I have exactly 15 gold.
Good, you can pay for your own shit.
Okay, Zaltanna, if you are legitimately paying for this, you lose 15 gold and you gain yourself a climbing kit. Rhal'Jakk, what are you doing, my man?
I have 15 gold.
Okay, are you paying for this legitimately?
He doesn't know what he's doing and he doesn't want to die, so yeah, he'll buy the thing he needs.
Okay, balance.
I wasn't trying intimidating the shopkeeper into letting me pay 10 gold.
Okay, all right. Fuck this, because I know that one of you has no money, one of you has a lot of money, and some of you have like dick all money. I hate it. My very soul hurts. Let's do this. You find yourselves at an open-ish market. You guys walk up to this little stand. There is a human woman running this stand. She's a quite thin, quite weedy little young woman. But she seems to be happily tending her store, and she does all the generic My First Adventurer's Kit, climbing kits, adventurer's kits, dungeoneering kits. She has everything a good adventurer would need, as well as a few swords and daggers and weapons to keep yourself protected from the ever-present threats. She's happily tending her stuff as you guys walk up. Who's taking the lead? Who wants to chat with her?
I'm super charismatic. I'll do it. Well, I didn't hear Prince Laffian volunteering. So,
Hi. What can I do you all for?
hi. We're gonna need 4 climbing kits, please.
All right, yeah, sure. And she goes in, she grabs some stuff. She's like, are you going anywhere fun?
We're going hiking.
Oh, wow. Well, if you're looking for an interesting climb, there's a bit further along. There's a cliff face coming out into the water, but you have to make sure you do it at the right time because you don't want to accidentally fall, to your death. Tide comes in, and there's some caves there, but it's pretty.
Of course. That sounds like a lot of fun. Have you been hiking there?
Oh no! Look at me. I'm hardly the hiker type, and she indicates her very kind of that weedy physique. But she bundles these for it.
Is that the cliff all the ghost stories are about? That all the kids died at?
I'm sorry, what?
The ghost stories I've heard about the cliff. Is that the cliff?
Yeah. There's been known for a couple of between you and me, I think it's a load of horse stuff. But yeah, I've heard that there are children that call out your name and people get tempted to go and have a look and just fall off the cliff. But don't worry about that. I think it's just stories. Just a way to drum up local tourism, I think.
Raul is so scared now.
We're not even going there, Neil.
You're talking about dying on a cliff.
That we're not going to.
Listen.
Raul doesn't know how scary cliff climbing is until you told him that there's a bunch of dead kids and dying on the cliffs. The first thing she said was, you don't want to fall and die. And I'm like, what? No.
Thanks. Here's your 4 kits. This should set you back 60 gold.
Listen, I hate to ask you this because you seem like a nice lady and it seems like you work really hard for your money, but we're a little poor, and is there any way you could give us some kind of a discount?
Jesus fucking Christ.
You must have some kind of a first timers discount or seniors discount, student discount.
Roll a persuasion check.
Let's do this shit, because that is a nat 20, 23.
Oh God. She looks down at you a little bit shyly, and she says, well, I mean, I can always stretch to giving you a little discount. Let's say 20%, so 48 gold.
Zaltanna looks back at everybody.
Squash has an absolutely dumbfounded look. I don't have anything.
48 gold.
Yeah.
I have this much. And he hands Zaltanna the 26 gold that he has.
Okay, so it's 26 and 15.
41.
That's 41. I only want to give 10, though. So what do you got, Balance? Balance.
Yes.
Money.
All right. How much do I owe?
Let's see. 36. Well, we have 36 right now.
So we're 12 gold off.
Yes.
All right. Here's 12 gold.
She hands the lady the money.
She happily takes the money. She pockets it in a little pouch at the front of her dress, and she handed you guys 4 climbing kits.
Miss, I want to. What was your name again?
Oh, I didn't give you my name. But it's Rosie.
Miss Rosie, thank you very much. You've been very helpful today.
Well, stop by anytime. And she goes back about her job. Oh, I hate shopping. Mark that on the bingo square. I hate shopping.
When you guys start throwing around money, Squash is just eyes at the pile of gold you just handed that lady.
Squash. Take an investigation check and pick a number between 1 and 3.
Oh, sure. I'm going to go with 4 this time.
Okay.
Here you go. Here's my investigation.
A number between 1 and 3, and you pick 4.
Because the system changed when you guys took your headphones off, and I don't think she remembered.
I remembered. I remembered very much, but okay. You notice that Rhal'Jakk is kind of poor. You notice that Zaltanna has money. She doesn't come from money, but she has a little bit. Rhal'Jakk doesn't come from money at all. You notice that the guy who identifies himself as Lathian definitely puts himself in a...
No.
The guy who identifies himself as Balance. Sorry. The guy who identifies himself as Balance has money, or at least he comes from money.
All right. Once Squash gets his gear, he looks around a little bit and then just goes, I think only... Oh, jeez, God. I think only Rhal'Jakk gave me his name. What's the name of the rest of you guys?
Also, as they walk away, Zaltanna's face goes from like the polite smile she was putting on back to kind of like her usual like yeah. My name is Zaltanna.
Okay. And you, tall elf boy?
My name is Balance.
He's studying you at this point. It's obvious he's studying you.
Balance will return the stare right back.
It takes him a good 5 seconds to break the stare. And he looks flustered when he realizes you were staring back.
Is there a problem?
No, I just feel like I know you.
Do you two want to get a room or?
I don't know about that one. Sorry, but you're a little too short for my taste. And Balance winks at him.
And you're a little bit too elf for mine. So, we need to start getting going. We want to travel. I think the best way is to go through the... Oh, Christ, I don't remember all the names. Christ.
You know that the trip will take you through a forest. It will take you across a plains of sorts. It will take you through another forest, and then you shall reach the desert of Draenath proper.
All right. If you guys have food stuff and such, we can hike through the forest and the plains to get to the city Kussak, and there we can stock up on food and water before we enter the desert. We will have to cross the desert then and find the trench. In the trench, I should be able to identify the path into the Earth Dark.
Sounds like a plan.
Do you guys have enough rations?
I think we have 10 days worth.
Yeah.
I think we used those on the boat
no, yeah,
ride.
we used like 7 of them, huh?
LMAO.
10
And
of
I
them,
never fucking keep track of rations.
10 of them were for the boat. It took you 10 days by boat.
So we have 0 rations then.
Hey, we should buy rations before we leave the city.
Let's say, fuck this shit, it costs you a silver piece for a day's ration. I don't know if that's fair.
Okay, I buy... Shit doesn't go bad, right?
No,
Like
it
it's
should be
jerky and
dried.
whatnot.
Yeah, dried jerky and like tack and stuff.
All right, I'll spend 2 gold and get 20 days worth for myself.
I will also do this.
Rawl is out of money.
I will spend 3 gold and get I'll spend 4 gold and get 40 days worth of rations. And I will give 10 days each to Rollin and Squash.
Thank you.
All right, you guys have your rations. You get them from a nice elderly lady who, you know, she's happy and cheerful enough, and she gives you the things without any qualms. You guys make your way out of Chatvok. You take a small boat to the edge. A bit further in, you find that the rivers and waterways won't take you any further. And you begin to enter the forest proper. The forest is dark. There are lots of leaves shading the beating down sun. It's a bit nippy. Kind of that chill in the air from the wind. You hear lots of movement of animals nearby, and the path that Squash takes you along isn't really a path. There's no obvious way that people have been tracking here. Just seems to be heading in a particular direction and going with it. There's a lot of undergrowth around. There are a lot of animals that you hear skittering about. But for the first part way through the forest, night comes. Squash reckons maybe another day before you're out of the forest proper. And you set up for your first camp. What do you guys want to do?
Squash has become clearer as the day goes on. His answers are quicker and his stammering is going down.
You said there's a lot of like critters that are skittering around and whatnot.
Yeah.
Can Balance try to go hunting to get rustle up some grub? Get some conies or something?
Sure. Take a survival check for me.
Uh-oh, I'm not good with that.
Mm-mm.
I was just going to shoot them with my bow. That's a 2.
Oh, damn.
I'm not good with survival.
Squash is really good at it, so he's gonna try to help you out.
Aww.
So I'm assuming you stand up next to our campfire and start shooting your bow into the bush because you heard like an ant or something.
Yeah, so Balance, you kind of look around, you hear like the skittering, and you basically just pull out your bow and fire. You think you're going to do that really cool thing, you just fire and you just hear like, ah, of something dying, but you just...
Balance has some class.
Really? You got a 2?
On a survival check, that's not...
Yeah, you basically don't hear anything worth a damn. You hear a lot of skittering, but you can't point anything down. All right, Squash, are you doing the same thing?
You want to move a little bit away from the camp. Anything that's worth eating will not come close to us unless it wants to eat us. So if we walk maybe 10 minutes in that direction, we can probably find something for you to shoot. Do you want to go hunt something? I would very much like some meat for tonight.
I'm contemplating how much I really don't trust this little thing.
Wow. Racist.
You understand Balance is ex-law enforcement dealing with a drug addict, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to excuse him for his distrust. Very well. Take the lead. I'll follow you.
All right. The rest of you...
Make sure that you're not harmed or anything. You are a guide here.
Thank you. The rest of you, if you could set up something to cook on, like a good fire. The small one we have here is not going to do for anything big. All right, let's go in that direction. And
are you looking for something particularly big?
No, I've got a massive fucking dragonborn, a dwarf who and I know they quaff things like nobody's business, and then a dainty little elf, which I'm not too... I'm pretty sure if I bring one rabbit back, I'm not getting anything.
Okay, all right. You're looking for something slightly larger then.
It's like a
Zaltanna,
deer.
you said something?
Oh, I was just had a really stupid response to when you said that we should make the fire. I was going to say, but you're taking our best fire starter. Oh, I guess our second best fire. Well, no, I guess our second best fire starter now. And then she turns to Rhal'Jakk and goes, "You want to start a fire for us?"
Ouch. We'll leave that soon. Oh,
literally 20-something episodes ago.
Rhal'Jakk. He looks so sad. You guys walk maybe 10-ish minutes away. You head north a little bit, and you find where this kind of trees are a little thinner. And in the distance, Squash, you notice that there is, in fact, a small deer.
All right. He squats down, looks at Balance, stands back up and asks, squat down.
He squats.
All right. He's gonna get like shoulder to fucking knee with Balance, and he's gonna try to point in his eye direction, right over there. You can see a little thing moving. You want to shoot for center mass, and you want to try to get 2 arrows into it. The first one's gonna be easy. The second one's the tricky one.
All right, Balance.
Hi.
Are you gonna shoot Bambi?
How far away is it?
Let's say you guys are 30 feet You are upwind? I don't know if that counts. If that's the right way. It can't smell you.
Yeah, upwind. Because if we were downwind, then it would smell us.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm thinking of something.
Oh no. Are you going to mind thrust the deer?
I'm debating it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's up to you.
I'm gonna psionic blast it for 3. Wait a minute. We leveled up. I'm gonna psionic blast it for 5 psi points.
Jesus Christ.
Are you gonna blow its head off?
Yes.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. Click the button.
That's 24 psychic damage. And there's no save on that one. That's the magic missile.
Oh my god. Squash. Actually, yeah, you narrate how this thing dies. I don't want to be the asshole that kills Bambi.
All right, I'll do it. I will. So, Squash, you're sitting there looking at Balance going, all right, well, are you going to shoot the fucking thing or not? And you see Balance stare intently at the deer, and then you just hear a disgruntled "rrr" from the deer, and then you watch its head explode.
Squash is like staring at you, waiting for you to get your bow out, and then you're just staring at the deer. He looks over at the deer and just blood fountain.
Yeah, shall we collect our meal?
Okay, you guys have decimated this deer.
Damn it, there's hope. Jesus, what did you do? What happened?
What?
What did you do? We need to leave. This place is cursed. And Squash is starting to walk back towards camp.
Oh my god. Amazing.
I guess Balance is retrieving the deer.
Balance, you go fetch the deer. As you guys are finishing to build up this fire, you kind of hear like Squash like running back towards the camp. And behind him, just not even really running because he's so much longer legged than Squash. You just see like Balance walking. How is he carrying? Is he carrying it over his shoulder? Is he just dragging it, or?
Yeah, he's probably like carrying it over his shoulder, but making sure that the blood fountain is aiming away from him.
You let the blood fountain finish before you pick it up. And yeah, you guys see Balance walking back with a deer slung over his shoulder.
There's no head.
We need to pack up and go away. This place is bad. There's something in the woods. We need to get out of here.
What is in the woods?
I don't know. It killed the deer we were going to eat. It's probably going to kill us next.
Do I see the head of the deer? Rahl just rolls his eyes. I think we'll be okay.
You think?
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Whatever is in this woods, I can't imagine would be a threat to a group like us.
He jumps when you come up behind him. Oh, you survived! Okay, we need to get out of here. Whatever's in this woods is going to kill us all.
You do notice he is carrying the headless deer.
Oh my god.
Wait,
What?
why didn't you run? Why do you have the deer?
Because I'm not going to leave a perfectly good meal to waste.
Just like slowly moving gears in his head.
I think his bow and arrow is more for looks than anything.
Well, you know what they say, if looks could kill.
That's your one.
He looks over
my
to
god.
He looks over to Zaltanna. Like, you said you were the only one who did magic.
Yeah, it's hard to explain what balance does. It's not magic.
It's magic. He blew up the deer.
You see, you would think that it's magic, but you'd be wrong. It's brain stuff.
Squash is gonna sit down and just look at whatever fire you guys made and think about what you've just said.
In the meantime, while they were out, Zaltanna made a fire. So now Zaltanna has also officially made a fire, but not a bad accidental one.
Excellent. You've mastered fire. You created a fairly decent fire. Okay. you guys have the night. Are you guys sitting watches, or are you just going to sleep and hope for the best?
We're definitely taking watches.
Oh, yeah.
So who's going first?
I can go first.
I'll take the last watch, since I don't really need to worry about resting quite the same.
So we have first watch, which will be Rhal'Jakk.
So then second would assumably be either Squash or...
I can do it. It's no problem. I stay up all the night sometimes.
I'll do third watch.
Okay. 3 of you settle down, and it's Rhal'Jakk awake.
Balance takes his things, like his backpack full of stuff, and he is going to like basically put it like right on his lap as he's meditating,
Okay.
and very pointedly make sure that like the backpack straps are around his shoulders.
Okay. Don't forget, we've had this discussion. Your meditation does not mean you are awake. It does not mean you can see. It means you are meditating.
Right. I'm just making sure that a certain shady person doesn't steal my shit. Balance doesn't trust him.
Wow, throwing the shade out already. Okay.
Balance doesn't trust him.
You don't have to trust him if you don't want to. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so the first watch comes round. Rhal'Jakk, make a perception check for me.
10.
You definitely hear the sounds of creatures bouncing around. You definitely hear pack animals rushing past. They don't seem to be coming your way.
Okay.
But you don't pick up anything else. It's now the end of your watch. Are you waking up Squash, or are you going to wake up somebody else?
Well, he said he was taking second, so I'll go and nudge him on the shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah, my turn.
Your turn.
All right. Thank you. Ral, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Did you hear anything?
There were things. Few things running around. They didn't come near, I don't think. That is all.
No problem. I'll keep a watch out. You go to sleep.
Okay.
And Squash is gonna sit down and he's gonna look around and keep a close watch on the whole night.
It is now... The sun has properly set. Your watch is in darkness.
Oh, Christ. We still have the campfire?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Squash is gonna take the little embers and distribute them around the camp to give him like a light glow into the forest on the the outskirts.
Do halflings not have
As we discovered,
No.
nope.
Completely blind.
sucks.
Completely blind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you spread the embers of some of the fire around the edge.
And then I take position in the middle of the thing and do, as I've done many times before, take watch over a group.
Sure. Do you want to make the other roll for me? A certain
Yeah.
stealth roll?
I got a stealth roll of 23.
Okay. On a stealth of 23, nobody notices what it is that you have done in the darkness to one of your fellow teammates. Who'd you wake up for the next roll?
I woke up, I think Zaltanna was next, so I wake her up.
I have concerns.
You may.
Zaltanna, wake up. It's your turn.
Like, what? Oh. Shit.
Sorry. He like pulls his hood up and covers his face. Sorry, I'm sorry. I should have woken you gently. It's your turn to keep watch. The elf is after you. Balance. Yeah.
All right.
And Squash goes over close to the fire and huddles up into a little ball.
Okay. Sure. What do you want me to roll?
Perception. Actually, I'm going to have you roll 2 perceptions. Yep, first perception is for your watch.
That is a natural 20? I think.
Yes, that's natural 20. It's green. You notice that the animals are moving in a distinct direction. None of them seem to be backing up. They seem to be running away. All the animals seem to be running away as if like one species would be migrating. All of them seem to be heading towards Chatvok and away from where you're heading.
Huh. That's not good.
Also hear the sounds of a very kind of like a very musical sound, but as if made by animals rather than made by any harps or any string instruments.
That's weird.
It rings a bit of a bell with you.
My second is a 10.
You don't notice anything untoward.
I want to know what he did. I'm so concerned. Fuck.
All right.
Fuck.
I told you. He knows them rules, man. He knows them rules. Okay. It's the end of your watch. You've noticed that all these animals are off doing their thing.
Uh-huh.
So, are you waking up Balance?
Oh, yeah, of course. And I'm gonna be like, yo, Balance.
Yes.
You smart.
Thank you. Continue.
The animals, they're all running away from the direction we're going.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And they're making
Balance.
weird noises.
Roll a... Actually, if she's just pointed that out to you, you can also hear this faint musical sound. You can either roll history advantage, nature, or survival. Both
All
of you.
things I have +0 to.
I'll give you one guess which one I'm rolling.
Insight.
You got me. It's
3.
No, I'm doing the history. You said history with advantage?
Yep.
Definitely that one because I'm good with history. I'm a nerd.
Nerd.
Do we get
25.
advantage on any of them?
You would also have history with advantage.
Oh, okay, I'll do that instead then, because I got
That's
it.
fine. Yeah, go for it. I'll ignore the nature roll. I don't give a fuck.
Thank you.
I know history.
I got a 13.
When you hear that sound and you talk to Balance about it, you both you see like the sudden realization in Balance's eyes of what this is. And then you also have that realization of what it was. This sound is the same as the sound that the Phoenix made when you last met them.
You mean
The songbird.
that was
When you
the
the
Valkyrie.
face down.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you face down the Sandman and the Valkyrie, there was a Phoenix too.
Oh my god, that's right. There was. Fuck. That's in character. Fuck.
Is the sound where they're running from or where they're running to?
Where they're running from.
Fuck. Fuck.
Well, that's a bit concerning.
More than a bit.
How far away does it sound like it is?
I don't know, 5 minutes away. I don't do distances, don't ask me that.
Cool.
How many dwarves?
5 minutes worth of dwarves? I don't know.
How many
That's a lot
how
of
many balances?
No, that's height.
God, that's height. No, it's I don't know, 5 minutes away, okay? It sounds like it would be a 5-minute walk.
Do you think we should check it out or should we see if it'll pass over?
I don't know. I don't know, man. What do you think?
Well, if it's the three of them, then it could be very dangerous, but at the same time, we could eliminate a pretty great threat to your wife.
You're right, let's go.
Well, we should probably get the others.
You're right, let's get them.
All right. So I guess the two of us wake up, Rawl and Squash.
You two are
And I'm rested at this point, right? Because I got my meditation in.
Yes, let's say yes for everyone. Everyone's rested. Fuck it.
Hell fuck yeah.
Great. I have my side points back because, God, I went through a lot of them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Say, as near as Damus to swearing, you're rested enough.
So we wake them up like, wake up. There's a sound in the forest there. We're going to check it out.
It's
Come
the
on.
Phoenix.
The what?
The Phoenix.
Ral, remember when we got Cal?
Oh, that Phoenix?
Yeah. Probably. Possibly. A Phoenix.
Do I hear the sing-song sound of the phoenix?
You can all hear this, yes. Now that it's been pointed out to you, it's just like, oh, yeah, that's not normal. My life
Squash,
doesn't normally have a backing track.
Squash is running around the camp putting out the embers.
Maybe that's the creature that was doing the curse and the exploding in the forest there before.
That was you knife ears. Do not treat me like a child. We need to hide. It's the Celestials. We need to hide.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We can deal with this.
deal with this?
I'm-
You think they are still weak from... You think we have a chance?
If there is a chance that the Sandman is out there and I can get him before he gets Odette, shouldn't I take it?
I think if anything, we should not make them aware of our presence.
Yes.
And if we could, follow the Sandman because he knows where your wife is and you do not.
What? No.
That is very true.
What are you talking about? We're not attacking the Celestials. Have you all lost your minds? These creatures will destroy us.
I've fought Celestials before, and I'm still around.
You guys become aware that this sound is moving closer. One of you roll a perception check for me. I don't care who.
Oh, Jesus. I haven't rolled above 5 since I started.
I just realized that we keep forgetting Karuna is with me.
Oh god. Yeah, shit. Squash.
Yes.
As soon as you'd met these guys, you would become aware of the fact that there is, in fact, a ginormous grey direwolf with them.
Squash, for some reason, has been taking this in stride.
Fair enough.
Let's just say that.
It's
Excellent.
my wolf, and I
Perfect.
always forget I have it. So,
Yeah, so that was a 15?
16. Yeah, 16
Okay.
perception. Yeah.
You, in your panic, you kind of like just freeze a minute. And then as you hear this sound getting closer, you think you hear a harmony to the song.
Like, there's more than one, or that it just has a...
Like there's more than one.
Oh, no. There's more than one. There's... Okay, we're running into the woods now. You guys, we cannot do this.
more than one phoenix?
More than one celestial. I don't know what they're called. Phoenix. These...
We can hide, and then if we decide to ambush, then we will figure it out from there. We do need to hide, though.
All
They are
right.
coming this way.
Good plan.
Fair enough.
You're all hiding?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'd like you all to make stealth checks for me.
Squash is going to split away from the group because he does not trust them to hide right.
Well, of course not, because I'm terrible at it.
I got 11.
Rawl is up in a tree. He got a not natural 20.
Wait, why do I have disadvantage on my stealth check?
Because you're wearing
You're
heavy
wearing
armor.
plate armor.
Oh, okay.
I got a 10.
Okay. The Dragonborn climbs a tree and is pretty much indistinguishable. The halfling is going where?
He's going to run into a bush and like squat down so he just looks like a little rock in the bushy area.
The elf and the dwarf have a lot less success at hiding. One of them tries to hide behind a tree, but it's fairly evident that she's standing there, as is the elf. Okay, you guys stay there quietly, holding yourself together, looking around, sensing what you can. And you become aware that coming through the trees towards your direction, off to one side, the opposite side where Squash is, you see that there is a glow. There is an orange glow, but next to it, there's also a purplish glow. And they fly past your little camp. And you see very clearly two firebirds, one reddish, orangey coloured, the other one more blue and purple in nature. But yes, you see these two birds just fly past your place. You're not sure how they've avoided the dwarf and the elf, but they seem more intent on heading towards the direction of where you chatbot would be. And they pass by. They ignore you. Because your group was nuts.
Squash comes out of the bushes. Okay, we're going to pack up and we're going to move in that direction. He points the opposite direction of the chatwalk.
Isn't that where we were going anyway?
Yeah, we're just going to start moving now. And we're just going to take another break later. It's going to be fine.
Should we not be concerned about the fact that there are two firebirds headed to Javok?
They're probably going to the passing portal or whatever. It's not our problem. We've got our own problems.
Fair enough.
Agreed.
The Celestials and the other thing?
Infernals.
Infernos. They're probably going to be fighting quite a bit there in Shetvak, aren't they? Are they not?
Probably.
Certainly that portal has probably drawn the attention of the Celestials.
I would assume so. The demons seem to be coming out of it.
Let's hope they kill each other off.
It didn't look like the Celestials were having much luck. Their numbers were dwindling when I saw it. You guys want to close the portal? I want to get going in the opposite direction of the portal right now. I don't want those creatures to come around back. They definitely saw our camp. They just ignored us. We were just lucky.
Well, then best be moving on our way.
All right, you guys pack up, you take your crap, and you continue north. You make your way out through the trees. It's fairly quiet, fairly uneventful, and you come across the plains as the sun begins to set on the second day. The night passes fairly uneventfully. Nothing seems to happen. Nothing seems to interrupt anybody's watches. And as the sun rises on the next day, you have the plains ahead of you. Large rolling fields, lots of grass, lots of small bushes, etc. A couple of little dew ponds, a couple of bits of river. But you pass these fairly uneventfully, and you get into the second set of woods. Squash, are you doing a thing?
I am definitely doing a thing. It's the third day. At this point, Squash is getting angry and annoyed.
I would like balance. Actually, the three of you guys who aren't Squash, you can take insight or investigation. His behavior is becoming somewhat erratic.
Cool.
Non-natural 20.
18.
On investigation for balance, in case that wasn't obvious.
11.
On an 11, I assume you just noticed that he's somewhat more erratic than he has been before. Angry, I think was the phrase you used.
He snaps a lot. Like he seems to calm. Like erratic is the really good word for it. He seems to just be inside his head 90% of the time. And then if something goes wrong, he snaps. If somebody's veering off the path, he's like, no, get over here. We need to keep moving. He's it's like he's trying to lead the group, but he's really angry about everything.
On an 18, you are aware that this is definitely not normal for him, so you've picked up. When you first met him, he was very chill, very relaxed, scared of you guys, wouldn't say boo to a ghost sort of thing. But now he's becoming angry, and you have a feeling that's probably because he might be suffering some sort of withdrawal. Balance.
Hi.
Squash, I need you to roll a deception for me.
Oh, Christ.
And I'm going to say...
I got a 22.
Disadvantage.
Oh, damn it! Lady!
Because you're suffering withdrawal.
I'm not getting that roll again. All right, here we go. Yeah, I got a 14.
Balance, you notice probably some point on the third day. Some point on the third day as you're crossing these plains. You notice that Squash, as he hands over his watch over to you at some point in the night, you notice that he has an odd... Any way I'm going to phrase this is going to sound filthy, so I'm just going to say it. You notice that he has an odd bulge on his chest, as if he's hidden something. It definitely wasn't there earlier. It's definitely not part of his normal gear.
It's your turn, Balance. Try to stay awake this time.
Balance has like a confused look, like, never mind. Squash.
Yeah?
Why don't you stay up with me for a few moments? I want to, just talk with you for a little bit.
Okay. What do you want?
If we're going to be on the road together, I feel it's only proper that we get to know each other and have a bit of a chat,
I'd rather just
have a fireside gathering, as it were.
I'd rather just get some sleep, but okay. Squash flumps himself like across from Balance. Okay, what do you want?
I'm rather curious. What's got you into, well, this rut that you're in with your addiction, it would seem?
My addiction. Do you mean dragon sand?
Have I heard of that?
Yes, you would have. Let me bring up the info for Dragon Sand for you.
Being ex-law enforcement.
Mm-hmm. Dragon sand is a black sand that you inhale and breathe in. It slows down your brain, it slows down your actions, and helps you to peace out, so to speak. It's a sedative.
Is that what you're hooked on?
It's not a problem. I just need it. It helps me today.
For what reason?
He points to his face, which is covered in scars. I have pains. Lots of them. It also just helps sleeping, not thinking about the things. You know.
I am aware of such issues. Is the pain physical or is it mental?
The clerics at the Ilmater's Temple have tried to cure me of my ails, but it's not like it's within their power. Not even Dacian could do it. Nobody could do it.
I'm sorry, who?
It's just some idiot, some horrible person. Don't worry about him.
No. I'm rather curious.
What? It's uncurable. I've got a disease. It's why I'm doing this with you guys. Was there anything else?
Well, if you don't mind my asking, 2 things. How do you know Dacian?
Do you know Dacian?
I did.
Then I'm gonna return the question. What do you know about Dacian? You know what? No, I don't care about Dacian. Dacian left me for dead. He lied to me, he betrayed me. He stole our gold. He promised he would help me, and he didn't. He made me help him, and then he left me. And he hopefully has found his end in the mouth of a worm. Cretin.
How long ago was this?
I don't know. 10, 20 years ago? I was just a kid. I don't remember all of it very well.
And he was attempting to help you with your cure for your disease?
Yes.
What is it that ails you? If you don't mind my asking.
A smile completely envelops his face, revealing the teeth. What do you think is wrong with me?
Well, is it poor dental? Or perhaps something deeper?
I have wereatism. It's mostly cured, but I think I'm still contagious.
Is Balance aware of that? I'm keenly aware, but I want to make sure.
Take a history check.
19.
You've heard of it. It's not a very common thing. You've heard of various different types of lycanthropy. You've heard of a variety of different were creatures. Were-rats you've definitely heard of. You've never heard of them being... You've heard more of it as a race than an affliction. But it's not outside the realm of possibility.
That's rather peculiar. And how was it that he intended to cure you?
He was just trying to help. He claimed he was trying to help. He got rid of the transformations, and steel doesn't burn anymore. We were doing good. We were well on way to fix it, but I think he, lost interest. He stopped trying, just used me and threw me away. What's your connection to Dacian, the mighty fuck?
He was a family friend, I suppose you can call him. Though, for my part, it was more knowing in passing.
Yeah. Well, if you ever meet him, you can leave him with a knife in his back from me. Or just let me know. I'll put that knife myself.
Understood. Would you be all right if I attempted to aid you?
I'm sorry. What are you gonna do? That Dachin couldn't?
Well, Dachin's power is vastly different from my own. And I suppose I'm a sucker for stories such as yours, and I'm a bit curious to see what I might be able to do.
I told you the priests have tried, but what do you think you can do?
There's only one way to find out.
Squash sits and stares at you.
Balance goes over in front of Squash and crouches down. And so here's the thing. He is going to be using his Restore Health to try to genuinely cure him. And he also wants to find out what is the bulge on his chest. He's going to do the same thing like he did to Rawl. He's going to place his palm onto Squash's chest and try to cure.
Okay, I'm going to throw this out there. If it's that same Restore Health thing you used before,
yeah,
you didn't cure his disease then?
It's not like a targeted thing?
To be fair, I just go that you can just cure that crap. If there's more than one of the thing, then you can cure it, but there's something not right about it. I'll tell you what. Do you have to spend side points for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Closest damage is where you use the previous night's side points. Fuck the shit. Much like when you tried to cure Rhal'Jakk and you figured there was something else, again, you get the feeling that there is something here. It's not just a disease. There is a magical component to this. You know enough about magic. You know that there is a magical component to this, and you feel that this disease has been tampered with. It's been cured and uncured. It's been placed there and removed. It's been augmented. It's been changed. It's been warped. This isn't just a simple natural disease. Magic has been worked in there to alter the disease itself. Take an investigation check.
25.
On his chest, when you put the hands there, you kind of see his eyes like flicker open like, uh-oh. You feel, oh my God, this is terrible. You feel a long wooden object covered in small, hard rocks.
Squash flinches away. Like, don't touch me without permission.
I did ask your permission.
Not to touch. You blew up that deer's head without touching it, did you?
Well, that's a little bit
Is
different.
this more of your mind magic?
What is that you're hiding?
What?
On your chest? You're hiding something.
It's just one of my many knives.
That was not a knife.
I'm gonna try to sleight of hand a knife into my hand and go into my chest and get it out.
Okay, so we want sleight of hand versus you can make whatever roll you want, Balance, as long as it's justified.
Investigation, because I'm watching the details of this.
I will take it.
Since I'm very keenly focused on it.
I will absolutely take it.
Jesus Christ.
24.
32.
What the fuck?
All right.
That's a 19 on the dice.
Amazing.
Oh.
How do you have 8 expertise?
Yeah. Oh, because you have +4, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Huh.
Holy shit.
Huh.
I don't fucking notice anything.
I'm going to disagree.
Oh.
You pull out a knife. Balance, you know what a knife feels like.
Uh-huh.
So yes, it does look like he pulled a knife from his chest, and it does look like, Squash, you've managed to move the item so it's no longer visible on your chest. But Balance, you know what a knife feels like. That was not a knife. You don't know where it's gone now, but that wasn't a knife. Is that a fair compromise for you two?
I'm fine with that. If the thing is gone from my chest, that is.
Yes.
Yes. It's just a knife. I have a bunch of them.
I'm aware of what a knife is. I'm aware of how they feel. I've handled them plenty myself. What you had there was not a knife. And I'm not sure how you convincingly just made it look like that. But you're really starting to test me. If we're to be traveling the road, I like to trust my companions. And while I have made, and Balance looks over at his companions, compromises and tried to better myself, I don't trust you. I don't trust anybody who indulges as you do. Not after the things I've had to deal with in my life. Now I ask you, as roadmates, as companions, just be honest with me. I'm not trying to threaten you. I'm not trying to bully you into a corner or anything. I simply need to know what you're about.
Squash looks at you, and he seems to be caught between fear and fury. Like he's angry, but he's deathly afraid. It's nothing for you to worry about. I will get you to Dreneth, and I will get you back. I will get my cure, and you will get your orb or whatever you're looking for. And you won't have to take pity on me anymore.
If that was pity that you thought I was giving you, then I apologize. That was not my intent.
I want to go to sleep. We've got a long day of traveling ahead of us. And you've kept me up long enough.
As you wish.
Squash goes back to wherever he sat before you touched him and rolls up into a ball.
Balance, is there anything you wish to do before the night closes?
No.
Okay.
Balance just takes his watch. He's trying to be a better person. Trying.
I'm glad. Okay. Balance, it's the end of your watch. The sun is coming up. Everyone else is still asleep. Do you wish to do anything now? It's the end. Now you're about to travel on.
Balance is going to wake up Rhal'Jakk and Zaltanna with the mental link. And he's just going to say to them, I want you both to be aware that there was something that Squash was hiding last night. I attempted to confront him. But he seemed very defensive and, quite frankly, it concerns me, but as I told you to, I'm trying to be a better person. So I'm not going to attempt to invade his privacy. I'm not going to do anything of the sort. And I leave the rest to you then. If he should end up proving distrustworthy, then one of you two deal with it. I'm not having that on my hands. I'm not having that on my conscience anymore.
Balance. What do you want us to do?
Tell me how I should feel. Tell me how I should regulate rules for something that doesn't exist. Because quite frankly, I'm in a conundrum where I don't know what is right or wrong anymore.
That's a hard, complicated philosophical problem that I don't feel we are currently equipped to get into a conversation about because I just woke up. But I'll tell you what. We can have this conversation because you've got two people with, well, I have a ready moral compass, and Rhal'Jakk, well, I don't know, Rhal'Jakk, what do you think?
You get something to keep an eye on? I don't know. As long as he doesn't seem to want to hurt any of us and is honest about taking us to the orb, I don't really give a shit.
Well, that part seemed honest enough anyways. He did tell me last night that he has a disease. He's inflicted with... He said he was a were rat, but...
What?
Not to the extent of full-on lycanthropy.
That's still concerning.
I don't know what that means.
It means that he could turn into a rat-type creature, and
if he bites you,
then you get infected.
and then you could turn into a rat-type creature.
Well, apparently he's been speaking with someone that I know from a long time ago called Dacian. He's a wizard.
Oh, Dacian, that's that guy that Elise was talking about.
He mentioned Dacian using him and tossing him away, and I tried curing him, much the same that I tried curing you, Rawl, and it seems that there was magical tampering with the disease itself. I wasn't able to do anything with it.
Do you think Dacian tampered with it?
It seems like it. It looked like it was removed and then placed back in. My guess is that it was a way of manipulating. Take it out, make it look like the cure is working. Soon as it seems like you're losing a hold on the person, you just put it back in, and suddenly they're right back to you because they need your cure.
Wow, that's fucked up.
That is how a criminal mind works in some cases.
Was Dacian a criminal?
I'm beginning to suspect it.
I was a criminal and my mind doesn't work like that.
It's a different kind of criminal. Yours was organized crime, whereas this is more... Well, I'm not really sure. Could be that Dacian may have been homicidal or sociopath. I'm not really sure.
So other than the fact that your sociopathic friend fucked with his disease, what else makes you not trust him specifically?
There was a bulge that he had beneath his shirt.
Well, that's
Shirt.
Oh,
not trousers.
Shirt. Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say that's not unusual. But
I'm aware of how the anatomy of a male works. Thank you. In his shirt, there was a bulge there, and when I went to cure the disease, I was able to get a feel of what it was he was hiding. There was something there made of wood with rocks attached to it in some peculiar manner. I don't know if this rings a bell to either of you two, but it...
I was in the criminal underground. Would this ring a bell to me at all, Valanda?
Zaltanna,
Take a history check.
take a perception check. In fact, yeah, take a perception check at advantage.
17. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god. I know what it is. What'd you say it felt like again?
It was wooden with some rocks attached to it, it seemed, the way it felt.
I'm going to look in my bag for my ruby wand.
It's missing.
And you just hear Zaltanna scream, "You motherfucker!"
Wait, so what do you want me to do? Oh, you want me to say goodbye to the people? Okay. Hey, I'm Squash. Thanks for listening. Please leave us a review on iTunes and Podchaser and Facebook. And check out the Spark Network at the Spark Network. No, the Spark.network. Oh, no, wait. Okay. You can actually hear me, the person playing Squash, on the White Vault. You can listen to that. That's actually kind of fun. And horrifying. What button do I push to stop this?
The
Spark Network. Imagine what your idea can do.
He's gonna run into a bush and squat down, so he just looks like a little rock in the bushy area.
One might say he squashes down.
He becomes... That's two. That's two.
It's one for this episode.
My one got replenished when racism was brought into the discussion.
You know what? That's fair.
I caught that, Aethor. I caught that.
Okay. All right.
I'm glad you did.
He basically becomes indistinguishable from a rock. However, the dwarf and the elf don't hide quite as well.
Would you say that he is stoned?
Jesus Christ, guys.
God.
Everyone gets one.
And I
That
wasted,
one takes up 1.5, though.
and I wasted mine on a slur. Damn it.
Is he ready to rock?
Oh, Jesus. I get mine back. I get mine back now.
All right, Casey, I have to grant at you that one.
You have to what?
I have to grant at you that one.
Why?
No, we gotta stop now.
That one went over your head. Never mind.
Oh,
No, that one.
Granite. I thought you said great at. And I was like, why are you
that
grading?
just received a stony response.
Oh my god.
I just wanna roll over that one.
We are rocking these puns.
I think that we could be a little bit bolder with
Oh
our
my
use
God,
of puns.
Listener
man.
note, since this is a blooper, Aethor walked away from the computer.
Man, Aethor, do you feel like you're caught between a rock and a hard place right now?
I swear by all the gods you pray to, all three of them. Squash will get his revenge. Get my revenge. I am no good at puns, so I'm just jealous. That's what's going on.
It's really
No.
really grating.
Jesus
huh?
I have like 5. I'm gonna throw them so many at you guys. Don't. I can see your
Guys,
little gears turning. Stop it.
Those are some pretty solid puns, guys.
Would you say they're rock solid?
Please stop. Please.
Podcast is canceled.
Friendship
Welcome
over.
to Casey's first annual pun run.
Okay.
I blame whoever started that.